Satnam, Satnam, Satnam ji, my friends. So good to be outside, go for a walk. Third week of lockdown, they're going to increase it for another 3 weeks. So what have I learned in these last few weeks? Actually, it's been really good. I've been working from home, long hours, so it took my mind off all the chaos that's happening in the world. I check the news once a day just to find out what's happening. We're up to 2 million cases worldwide. Countries that weren't having a problem, like Russia a few weeks ago, now in crisis. UK is still 2 weeks behind Italy. Hospitals are full pretty much. Doctors and nurses are also passing away. New York is in crisis. Trump is doing too little too late. I checked the headlines, but I was finding before, it was just getting too much looking at the news all the time. So then the wisdom came in my mind. Ek sang jodi, sab sang todi. Which means ek, the one, sang, company of the one, unite with it. Unite with the company of the one. Ek. So ek Satnam, Satnam, the one. Focus my mind on Satnam. Sab sang todi. And company of everything else, break it. Break it, break it, break it. So I got that wisdom. Focus my mind on the one, Satnam. Stop focusing my mind on the news. There's nothing new. It says news, but there's actually nothing new every day. It's just going to be how long it takes now before they let us out. But thankfully, we're allowed out every day for an exercise, a walk, up to 1 mile around. I've started on a meditation group with my sister Susan in the mornings, and there's a lady from Spain. She hasn't been out of the house. They've been in lockdown for I don't know how many weeks now, maybe months. They're not even allowed out. She's been in her apartment, no garden. And another couple of ladies from Germany, and another one that's just going a bit crazy in their houses. But it's just so good connecting with people in this lockdown and realizing that through meditation, there's a whole world inside us. The energy, the Amrit. Through our meditation, visualizations, you can go into space, you can connect with the center of the earth, you can feel your heart as expanding. And just so Bhai Gurdas Ji said, where 5 are gathered, God Himself is there. Gathered in His name, God Himself is there. So think of it like a match and a box. Matchbox. By themselves, they're lonely. So a bit like lockdown, people stuck by themselves. But if we get together, strike that match on the box, something magical happens. The flame. So this is the power of Sangat, of company, of the holy. And the technology we have, the Zoom Sangats, we can connect. And we had a Zoom Sangha with Das and Das Ji last Saturday. 40, 50 people from around the world. And straight away it just felt like a cloud of light. Dargah, God's court, descended, and there was just light everywhere. It was just so amazing. I'm so thankful sitting in my own house. God Himself has come. So actually the lockdown has been a great time. The family as well. We're all sitting together in the evenings doing kirtan. And that was always a dream of mine. Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to travel from house to house on his walks. And Bhai Gurdas Ji described that saying, wherever Guru Nanak Dev Ji went, that place became a place of worship. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji's vision was each and every house became a learning center, learning righteousness, the path to truth. Kar kar andar dharamsal, which kirtan sada vasoa, and in each house, kirtan, the praises of God would be sung. So house in Gurbani can mean the house that you live in, but it can also mean And ultimately it means the house of this body and this mind. So within this house, we remember God's name, sing God's praises. The families come together singing, praying for everyone. Just been my motivation. Keep praying for the whole world. Pray for the darkness to lift. Pray for God's light to come. I always used to want to help everyone in the world, but I pray to God. I know that the whole world is in lockdown. It feels like that. I think maybe a fifth of the world is in lockdown, 2 billion people, and others are scared of getting sick. The economies are ground to a halt. This is beyond any one person's to be able to help them. So it's really focused my mind back on God, that only you, Satpar Brahm, the Truth Supreme, only you can undo what man has done. The amount of sickness and death and disease that's coming to us is, according to law of karma, it's whatever we as mankind have sown. And then dukh, the pain comes to counterbalance the negativity, and then there's a clean sheet. And once we have learned the lesson, we carry on in truth. That's what every pain at a personal level happens for. There's a lesson in that pain, and there's a pain in the world that's going through. There's a lesson for all of us. Once we learn the lesson, this disease and sickness will lift. Satanam. So some people in the Sangat are having visions a month ago, saying the extreme of this would be over by May the 6th. So that's just another couple of weeks. So let's hope so. Let's hope some miracle cure, some vaccine is invented, some existing medicine can be repurposed, because that's the only way out, unless coronavirus just disappears. But nothing is impossible for God. And that's the other wisdom that came. Karta kiya bata, jo kish karna so kar reha. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, what can we say about that Creator? Karta kiya bata, jo kish karna, He's doing whatever He wants. Jo kish karna so kar reha. So then I stopped trying to analyze what the world is going through. Why is God doing this? Why is it karmic? Did the Chinese have some lab? I stopped trying to analyze it all. At the end, just stop thinking too much. Accept it. God is doing whatever He's doing for the best of everyone, even though it might not look like it's good from a worldly point of view. So that's my update about the lockdown and my own spiritual progression. Come to peace. And the other thing I just want to finish off with is, everything is inside us. But it's hard to unlock the doors of God, the 10th door, the third eye. It's hard to unlock this because it's not in our hand, it's in God's hand. Gurbani says all the gifts are in God's hands. So the real lockdown is the 10th door is locked and is shut, and no one goes through it without God's grace. So in the ancient times, people would look up at the moon and the stars, but they wouldn't be able to get past the sky. They didn't have rockets and engines and understanding of maths and physics. But now we do. God gave the grace. Scientists, engineers got the grace, the wisdom, and went through the barrier of the atmosphere. In the same way, the spiritual saints, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the gurus, they got the grace, went through the barrier of the 10th door, third eye, the chakras. Otherwise, really, even when there's no lockdown, we're all in lockdown. We can't connect to God. So how do we go past? Well, we can't with our own efforts. Iha ka neech, darge ka uch. But the answer is in Gurbani. Fifth Guru says the one who is lowest here in this world becomes highest there in God's world, reaches God's court. How do we become lowest here? Read the Gurbani, read the Guru's words, put them into practice, really put them into practice. You know, if it says find a saint, wash their feet, dedicate your mind, body and wealth in their service, well then don't hold back. Really do it. Like the second Guru loved Guru Nanak Dev Ji, third Guru loved the second Guru, fourth Guru loved the third Guru. Dedicate yourself to your Guru, to the Guru's word. Scrub those floors, wash those dishes. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a king, the president, the elder in your family, the one who's respected. Get on your knees, like I was yesterday, scrub the floors, clean them, say to God, say to Guru, please clean me like I'm cleaning these floors. Just make me a cleaner of your court. Make me a servant of your servant. Dasan Das Ka Das. This is Guru Nanak Dev Ji's dream, to be Nanak Dasan Das Ka Das, to be the slave of God's slaves. So Guru Dasan Das Ji, Guru Dasan Das Ji said to me, pray to God, please give me the extreme humbleness that you poured into Guru Nanak Dev Ji, pour it into me as well. Please give me the extreme love, Sachi Preet and Bharosa and faith that you gave Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Pour that in me as well. Please give me the extreme humbleness and kindness and compassion that the third Guru had when he wrote the verse, Jagga Jalanda Rakh Leo Apni Kirpadar. Save the burning world, shower your mercy, Lord. Please bless me with that extreme compassion. Please bless me with the love and the devotion that the fifth Guru had when he wrote the Gurbani. Half of the Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh scriptures, is written by the fifth Guru himself. Bhai Gurdas used to say, a stream of kirtan constantly poured out of him. So, dear Satnam, pour that stream of kirtan in me. When I sing, my heart opens, you come into my throat, you come into my fingers. May I be just joyous in your praises. And one day I just had the feeling to carry on singing on the Vajja, sang for 3 or 4 hours. All of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's shabads, I just felt my head was open, it's connected to the sky, to the everything. And it just felt so much love that Guru Gobind Singh Ji had. How come he was so fearless in this world? I'm scared of going out. And maybe in case the media has scared us so much, in case we get sick. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was fearless in the face of death because he had so much extreme love for God. There's nothing to fear, not even death. So God, please bless me with these qualities, these guns. And when we fill with all these guns, these virtues, then God himself is the treasure of virtues, and we become like him. Like an ocean, we can only merge in the ocean if we become a drop. Water can merge with water. Light can merge with light. A spark can merge with a fire. We have to become the same as God to merge with him. And the virtues is what we focus on. These are actually the real superpowers, not the psychic powers, not the miraculous powers. But Guru Dasan Das Ji said, these virtues of God are actually his real superpowers. When we love, when we're kind, when we're humble, when we serve, when we have compassion, we can tolerate the intolerable, when someone's being mean and nasty, we forgive them, we have compassion for them. I make all the mistakes, don't get me wrong. Please forgive me, Satnam. I make all the mistakes, all the time. So just to summarize, gave you an update of the lockdown. Stop looking at the news, come out into nature. And the real lockdown to focus is on the 10th door being locked down. And how do we get past that? Extreme humbleness, serve. So in your families, in your houses, make it into a sangat, make the dream of Guru Nanak Dev Ji come true. Each and every house becomes a place of worship, of loving divine worship of God. Wash each other's feet, serve each other, scrub the floors, cook and clean, be kind, be compassionate. And God will come to you, me and everyone in our own house, Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Love you, love you, love you. Tan mera Satguru Pura. Bless, bless is my perfect divine Satguru. All by his grace. Tan Das and Das Ji. Satnam.